What's up, everybody? It's Brandon from Box Office Banner and Cult Flick Symposium. I'm here to talk about some Kung Fu Panda 4. Now, in honesty, I haven't necessarily seen every Kung Fu Panda. I feel like I have, but it's more of like watch it with, kids or family or whatever the fuck's going on. I don't necessarily go out of my way to watch kids' movies. Just not ever really been my thing. I've said this on the channel before. Even when I was a kid, I was more into horror movies, like quicker than other kids and things of that nature. Jackie Chan, which led me into fucked up martial arts action movies at such a young age. But not that I don't, I don't dislike these types of movies, but they're not my thing. I feel like I've seen every one of these movies in some capacity, or at least, in pieces. And I remember, I'm just going to tell you this, maybe I got to watch from front to back, remember enjoying them more than this one. It felt like, even though I don't have concrete evidence that I've seen all three of them from front to back, I know I've at least seen the first one front to back, and I've seen bits and pieces. I know the second one. I'm pretty sure I watched all that one because Jean-Claude Van Damme was in it as one of the voices when it first came out. And then the third one, maybe bits and pieces. This is my recollection. But from what I have seen, I did enjoy it more. And even though I wasn't going into the movie like I went into this one, where I actually was willing and ready to watch the whole movie, it felt more fresh. I felt some of the steam coming out of this vehicle. Jack Black, great voice work. Awkwafina, she did good. Awkwafina's always good. We just saw her in Little Mermaid not that long ago, voice work. She had the scuttlebutt. She kills that song, right? She's good. She's good here. But overall, I think that's the overarching theme here. I kind of felt just like, okay, sometimes you don't go past the trilogy. And maybe you do, and then you realize, okay, wasn't a bad, and maybe we ended here. I don't think we need a fifth Kung Fu Panda. This movie wasn't bad by any means. I think your kid will definitely enjoy it. I think they'll have a lot of fun. But a lot of the jokes did feel a bit forced to me. We missed the Furious Five, whatever the fuck their names are from, and then now we just got Awkwafina, and it just didn't quite work as well. But like I said, Awkwafina did do good. I didn't hate her performance. And it felt like, do we need to turn this leaf over? Do we really need to go forward with this? It's one of those. At the end of the day, that's really what I'm stuck with as an adult viewer. The idea of the movie sounded cool, resurrecting these villains and old villains. It may be, oh my God, what the fuck, Jack Black, Kung Fu Panda, what's his name in the movie? The Kung Fu Panda, that he's got, again, this is not my area of expertise, people. I'll come out and say that. For him to have to battle all these versions and different, of the chameleon, sounds cool on paper, isn't bad in execution. It's just kind of like you watch the movie and you're like, that's fine. But you're also like, is there reason to keep pushing forward with this? Maybe, again, to just like I saw with my kid. She seemed to enjoy it like that. Maybe laugh at a few things. But could you turn over this creativity to a new character and have a little more fun there? I know Kung Fu Panda fans, abroad are probably like, what the fuck? Really? Really? Is this where we're going with it? Is this where we're going with it? Is it not good? Is it not good? If you're even checking this review out right now. But it's not that it's not good. It's just okay. And when you're on the fourth movie, if you're just pushing out okay, we do this too much with franchises. And I think we've done a little better with it now. Like, even my favorite movies, Jason, I just did a review. He fucking fell down back there. I usually have that cardboard cutout. And yeah, we're talking about Friday the 13th during a Kung Fu Panda review, okay? But hear me out. There's a reason. You see that. We used to beat that into a ground. And, even though I enjoyed them, so obviously if this was, comparable in the way that I'm saying it is now, but, comparable, from the standpoint of, on the same level as Kung Fu Panda. Pretend Kung Fu Panda is Friday the 13th for a second. It's yes, as a big fan of the Kung Fu Panda series, I would like to keep watching these movies, but I can objectively see that they're just not really it no more. And I felt that with the third one from what I can remember. And then this one just kind of signified that was it. So unless you're a big fan of this franchise, I could see you enjoying this movie. But if you're not, you're like, okay, not the worst thing I took my kid to, but you hate to hear it, but it's not a travesty. It's okay. But why are we just going to keep doing these? I love Jack Black. but skadoosh, bro. What, at what point, like you don't want to see, because it is a cute little kids franchise. You don't want to see it delve into garbage territory. Sometimes it's keep the flamethrower hot. Now we're kind of it's like at medium temperature, and then next will be room temperature, and then it'll just spoil. We don't want to get to that point. So I might welcome a fifth to give it one more go again to see if they revitalize it. But I think this is kind of the ceiling for the franchise now, in the way I interpret, like when I'm watching it. But I don't quite think they can really do much more than this at this point. I think it's ran its course. I think this needs to be the last one. Maybe try one more, make it even 5. Sometimes it feels like if you go past the trilogy, it's like, why end it 4? Like, make it 5 at this point. So maybe do one more. I won't hate my life. Again, I didn't hate this one. But I did feel the steam coming out. Just a little bit. Kung Fu Panda 4. It's worth a watch if you got the kid. If you're like one of those dudes that grew up and you're like, I'm going to go see me some Kung Fu Panda. Maybe because you're that big of a fan at that point, go do it. But I don't think it's going to be one of those just like, I even had a blast. I think you're going to be like, it didn't suck. 5.8 out of 10. Love you, Jack Black. But just not quite that good, man. Not bad, but not quite that good. And when you're on movie 4, like, not quite that good isn't good enough really to begin with. But when you're on movie 4, like, we got to, trajectory's going down. Like, let it crash, right? That's kind of where I'm at with it. Definitely take your kids out to it, though. That's what it's all about, right? It's not about me. It's like, so why are we listening to you? Got to review a movie here, right? Love you guys. Peace.